right? So I went to Japan, and I spent 14,000 pounds in 3 weeks. I do TAM analysis. I model out unit economics. And I went to Japan and bought a 400-pound one-piece trading card. And honestly, I have no regrets. None whatsoever. That beautiful, chaotic, mildly insane trip is the best way I can describe what 255K a year actually feels like. My name is Mbwana. I'm 27, born in East London, Stratford before it was cool, before the stadium, before the Westfield, when it was just us. East African family. My mum worked nights. My dad drove taxis. I did science at school because I was the kid who actually liked science, which meant I was the kid who got called a nerd. Not in a cute way. You know, why are you reading a textbook at lunch way? I wanted to be a footballer, genuinely. But my school career on the pitch made one thing very clear. I was much better off on the bench revising than on the field running. Self-awareness is a gift. I'm grateful for it. I went to the States for university, came back, landed a PM role at a big tech company here in London. And now I sit in meetings talking about roadmaps and OKRs, and I earn, including everything, 255,000 pounds a year. Let's get into the numbers, because the numbers are where it gets interesting. Pre-tax income, annually, base salary, 150,000 pounds. That's the foundation. Annual bonus, 30,000 pounds. On a good year, target hit. RSU vesting, 65,000 pounds. This is the one that sounds fake until it lands. Side income, 10,000 pounds. Consulting, a bit of content, occasional advisory stuff. Total pre-tax, 255,000. There it is. Sounds incredible, right? Hold on, we're not done. Here's where it gets painful. Gross monthly salary from base, 12,500 pounds. Income tax plus national insurance on that, roughly 4,600 pounds gone. Every single month, before I've bought a single thing. Pension sacrifice, 1,250 pounds. This one's by choice, but it still disappears. So my salary take-home monthly, about 6,650 pounds. Then the RSUs and bonus. RSU net monthly, after tax on vesting, around 3,200 pounds. Bonus net, spread across the year, roughly 1,500 pounds a month equivalent. Total monthly take-home, approximately 11,350 pounds. Total annual take-home, around 136,000 pounds. You started with 255K. You land with 136K. That's the gut punch. Every year. I know it's coming. It still winds me every time. And honestly, I didn't fully understand this until I'd been in the job for 8 months. I kept looking at my bank account like, where is it? Where did it go? And then I got a proper payslip breakdown, and I just sat there, silent, like someone told me Arsenal finished 4th again. Speaking of Arsenal, quick pause, because Saka said something that genuinely changed my outlook on pressure. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, that he doesn't think about what could go wrong, just what he can control. Man's 24 and already operating at a level of mental clarity I aspire to daily. I used to genuinely believe I could have been a professional footballer. Then I watched a Saka highlight reel and thought, no, absolutely not. Some doors were never open. That's fine. Monthly expenses. Let's run through them. Responsible stuff first. Rent, 2,800 pounds a month. Hackney. Not the cheapest part of Hackney, the part with the coffee shops where oat milk is just the default. My friends say I'm bougie. My friends are right. Council tax plus utilities, around 320 pounds. Transport, 180 pounds. I use the overground mostly, sometimes the Elizabeth line, just to feel something. Groceries, 350 pounds. I cook maybe 3 times a week. The rest is, well, we'll get to that. Subscriptions, 95 pounds. Netflix, Spotify, a fitness app I use aggressively, a Duolingo subscription I use barely at all. I keep renewing it. It keeps judging me. Total responsible spending, 3,745 pounds, monthly. Bonus spending. The real me. This is where I have to be honest with you. Restaurants. £600 a month. Yes, London is expensive, and also I have a problem. Ethiopian spots in Dalston, Japanese in Soho, Nigerian places where my mum would say, "This is too expensive for what it is." She's correct. I go anyway. Coffee, £140. I know, it's a lot. I walk past a cafe and my hand just reaches for my phone. It's muscle memory at this point. Uber, £220. Why don't you just take the tube? Because sometimes it's raining and I'm tired and I have the app already open. Shopping and clothes, £400. I bought a jacket last month that cost as much as a weekend break. It's a very good jacket. Gym, £180. Yes, 2 gyms. One near work for the weekday discipline. One near home for the weekend pretend. My friends think this is the funniest thing about me. I disagree. I'm clearly just committed to optionality. Miscellaneous, £250. Books, random bits, things I see on the internet at 11 p.m. and decide I need. Total bonus spending, $1,790, and then there's Japan. I need to talk about Japan separately because it deserves its own moment. I saved up over 2 months and I went for 3 weeks. And I did every single thing that 9-year-old me had a poster of on his bedroom wall. I went to Universal Studios Japan and went to the Naruto Park. I stood in the Hidden Leaf Village and did the hand signs. I am a grown man with a $255K salary. I did the hand signs. I would do them again. I bought a first edition one-piece trading card, £400. A full set of Dragon Ball figures, about £600. I ate at 12 different ramen spots because ramen tourism is a legitimate concept and I won't hear otherwise. I did a sake tasting, a tea ceremony, 2 cooking classes, and bought so many things in Akihabara that I had to buy an extra suitcase at the airport. Total Japan trip, £14,000. 3 weeks. The best 3 weeks of my life. My colleague, who builds financial models with me, asked if I had an itemized breakdown. That was a lie. Of course I had an itemized breakdown. I just wasn't ready to share it. Now let's talk about what I'm actually building. ISA, maxed. £20,000 a year every year. Non-negotiable. Pension, around £95,000 in there currently. The sacrifice plus employer contributions compounding away nicely. Taxable brokerage, £68,000. Global index funds, some tech exposure, a couple of individual positions I'm not fully proud of. Cash savings, £22,000. Emergency fund, 6 months. I was taught to always have this. I always will. Property, I bought a 1-bed flat in Leighton 2 years ago. Current value roughly £380,000. Mortgage outstanding is about £290,000. So equity around £90,000. Total net worth approximately £295,000 at 27. When I type that out, it feels like a lot. When I think about London house prices and where I want to be in 10 years, it feels like a start. Here's the honest part, near the end, because I think it matters. The property, I sometimes wonder if I move too fast. It's illiquid. It ties me to London. I look at what that deposit money would be worth if I'd put it into the market in 2021 instead. And it's a complicated feeling. I made the decision that felt right. I stand by it, but I hold it a bit more lightly now. And the income, it's not as free as it sounds. There are expectations attached, a pace attached. Some nights I sit at my laptop at 10 p.m. and I think about the kid in Stratford who just wanted to play football with his mates, who felt out of place in the library because none of his friends were there, who had teachers who saw something in him before he saw it in himself. That kid would be absolutely astonished. And honestly, so am I, sometimes.